What's going on, guys? TK Pryor, Master Wealth Builders LLC, coming at you again. Video every day. Been doing this for about 3 years now. I'm your financial literacy guy. And what I found out in the past 3 years is that melanated people do not want to learn financial literacy. For whatever reason, when it comes to anything economic and anything with economic empowerment, we always have the excuse. I never heard of that. I've never been exposed to that. The excuse is failure. The excuse is the reason for laziness. Because in the 21st century, you can read anything you want. You can study anything you want. You can pick up a book, and there's 1,000 other ways to study, verify. So the information I expose you to is supposed to act like a seed that you then go verify. Hey, I talked about X, Y, and Z. All you have to do is go verify X, Y, and Z and implement it into your life. So people will say things like, oh, I saw your video. Okay, what good is that? You might as well have not have saw it, because did you do a free consultation? I talked about that. Did you set up a family trust? I've talked about that. Did you set up a private pension outside of your job with a fixed index annuity? I talked about that. Did you set up a max funded IUL for your children to pay for their future, to give them compound interest so that as they grow up, their account grows up with exponential growth? If you haven't done anything that I've talked about in the video, then I've wasted my freaking breath and my time, and you might as well not have seen my video. Do you have a trust? I've talked about that. So I'm wasting my time if you're not going to verify the information. Well, I've never heard of that. Black people just never been exposed to the information. And because we've never been exposed to the information, we have the excuse not to do it. Because my goal is to get you to do it, to get you to implement, to put in place the things that I talk about. You know, I'm a licensed fixed index annuity specialist. It's not just to talk on a video. It's to get you to actually get a private pension outside of your job. When I talk about these things, I actually want people to freaking get them in place in their life. That's what separates the haves from the have-nots. Because the haves are using things like long-term planning, like collateralization. They are putting things in place to make their money work smarter so that they don't have to work for money. They make money in their sleep. But you can do the same damn thing if you just listen, verify, study. You know, collateralization, leveraging are 100-year-old strategies. These are things that have been in place by the ultra rich since the dawn of time. And because you can read about it, learn about it, study it, in the 21st century, there's no excuse for you to be like, I've never been exposed to that. I don't know what collateralization is. I don't know what leveraging is. You can freaking read. You can study. People don't want to learn financial literacy when they melanated. And then people who are non-melanated don't want to do anything with people who are melanated. So my people don't want to F with me because they feel like, I've never been exposed to that. I never heard of that. Well, if you never heard of a car, does that mean a car don't exist? No, that means you just need to do some more studying. You need to do some more reading. You need to do some more homework. A car exists whether you heard of it or not. A fixed index annuity is real whether you know about it or not. A trust is a real situation whether you have one or not. A max funded IUL can pay for your child's future whether you use it or not. So I never heard of it is not an excuse in today's day and time. You have to get to the point where you just treat it like a seed. You go to church and the preacher says X, Y, and Z. Read it for yourself in the Bible. Don't just take the preacher's word for it. Verify it. Fact check it. Do some homework. You had to do it when you was in college to get your degree, but now that you're out of school, you're not willing to pick up another book to verify what somebody says. It should be a seed that's planted into your future where you're like, yeah, somebody told me about a fixed index annuity and how it gives me a private pension. Maybe I should look into that. Maybe I should do a little bit more reading and figure out on my own, because I'm capable. I'm a free-thinking individual who can analyze information and come to a conclusion. Maybe I should utilize this information to my benefit instead of just dismissing it and saying, I've never heard of that. I've never been exposed to that. Well, this is a tactic. It's a strategy. It's a methodology. It's a way to position yourself so that you're winning economically because you're using tools that give you advantages, right? You have a compound interest account that multiplies over time. It grows exponentially. It gives you tax advantage, right? It allows you to have a death benefit equal to the value of your account. It gives you the opportunity to get into leveraging and collateralization where you borrow against instead of spending, right? It positions you to be successful because you're making a smart decision with the financial tool that gives you access, right? So you turning it down, you're not studying about it, you're not learning about it, doesn't do anything for you. You know, this is a real situation. You get a 21% bonus when you open the account, plus 21% bonus on anything you deposit within the first 12 months. These are all positive things that help you, and you don't even want to look into it. Oh, I saw your video, but did you look into the account? Did you go verify all of the benefits that come with a fixed index annuity and having a private pension outside of your job? Did you set up a family trust? Did you set up a max funded IUL for your children? So that as they grow up, their account grows up and you don't have to worry about money. They don't have to worry about money. You just put in $100 a month and watch it grow exponentially, 6.8%, 6.5%, compounding every single year. Why have you not set it up? So these are empowerment tools. And me introducing these empowerment tools to you is supposed to be a seed to get you to click the link in my bio, schedule a free consultation. Well, I don't want to work with you. You look like, you a melanated person. I don't want to work with you. Cool. Verify the information and then go work with anybody. Go get that white broker that you feel more comfortable with. I've had black people tell me that I'd rather work with a white person. I'm glad you told me. Go do it. I had one person say it, and then the white person didn't even want to work with them. They were one of those big names, and they couldn't even get on the white person's list. And then when they finally tried to, they didn't even take them serious. Another black girl told me that, and she said the white person couldn't even relate to their situation, and she felt embarrassed even talking about her money situation. So go work with whoever you feel comfortable working with. You want to work with a white person? Go ahead. You know, the statistical analytics don't lie. We are the lowest percent. You know, we are about 14% of the U.S. economy, but we only hold less than 3 to 4% of the wealth within the U.S. economy. So what does that really mean? We're on the bottom. Economically, we are the lowest group. There's Europeans or whites, then there's Asians, then there's Hispanics, and then there's us. The median household income for blacks is about 35,000. So guess what? We're on the bottom economically. And then we prove all of these stereotypes correct by all of this counterproductive economic behavior that is fiscally irresponsible. So if we're proving it right, that's why people don't want to work with us. That's why I have trouble having black people want to work with me, or white people, or any fucking people, because you can't just listen to me, verify the information I'm talking about, and then go work with whoever you feel comfortable with. You can't just have a free consultation, which is what my link and my video is all for. Like, hey, man, you know what? It's free to talk to you. Let me explore what you're talking about. Let me set up a trust. Let me set up a fixed index annuity. Let me set up an IUL. You know what I mean? Let me just put this stuff in place for my family, for my future. Nah, never heard of it. Nah, I don't want to mess with you. Don't want to work with you. Whatever excuse you have, your future is running further away from you when you make counterproductive economic decisions. And then there are people in power making decisions that are changing the economic landscape.